Hello guys, today I'm going to teach you a C programming basic, and I will teach you a C++ and C sharp from basic to how to develop an application. So here we are. You just have to download one IDE tool, that is Visual Studio Code. You can just search for Visual Studio Code and you can just download it. So next thing, if you are using Windows, you need to download WinZW, this thing. You need to download this. If you are using MacBook, then you don't have to download this. So this is Visual Studio Code. You have to download this to write code, and this is for supporting C and C++ language for Windows. So after you download this, you just open your Visual Studio Code and you just create a open a folder and create a file. So you have to remember, while creating a file, if you are coding in C, you have to write the extension .c. If you are using or coding in C++, you have to write .c++. So I will teach you how to write it. So I just name my files main and .c. That this .c is the extension of C programming language. So to start a C programming language, you always have to include, right, these things. Include stdio.h, and then this is the procedure languaging, so it use function. So we have here int main. This is the main function that is always run and executed by C. So here we can write anything. So the first thing we'll run about is printf, which just print the thing. So it's just if we have to give some output, give some things and the text to the user, we use printf function, and then we send what we have to show the user. And just I'm using hello world, hello to the world of programming to you guys. And this /n is printing, just if you are using the printf next time, just print in the new line. So okay, sorry, I have to use return 0 because it is a C programming. So return 0. So it says the program should be execute and should be exit properly. So 0 means exit, 1 means continue. So when you write here, we can see hello world. If you are not getting this, you have to download an extension from here. You just write C/C++, and then you will get this extension. You just have to install it and restart your Visual Studio Code and start coding again. So the next thing is we have to understand about the syntax. So every coding has its own syntax and own statement. We have to understand the syntax of C. So in the C syntax, we use these things for the at the beginning to run the code. So there are syntax like we have to use int for giving value to the integer. So if we are using the number, we have to give int, that means integer. If we are using a decimal, we have to use float. That is the decimal number we are giving value. So we can see the suggestion, it is that point over here. So if we are using a character, we have to use char. So it's a char C is equal to C. So it's a single character. So C programming support char only a single character. If we have to use multiple character like a text, we have to use this small big bracket open and closing to add multiple text or character in a variable. So what is this? this is a variable. If I write this num is equal to 9, what is this? This is a variable. So I give this variable a name. This is the name is number, the name is C, and if I use float, I give a name is decimal. So we can give any name, we don't have to be specific about that. We can write dec for 20.22 this decimal number, or you can use hey, how are you, okay, this for the decimal. But you have to understand, if we call this variable, write down this variable below this code, we get the value this. So there are some method to print define variable. So what are the method? We have to write printf, of course, for printing something in the terminal. We have to write %d for the number, okay, and again we have to write printf %s okay, I'm sorry, %x for the string, because this string is empty. I will just write hello, I am in IT fund, and we have to always give the semicolon at the end of the code. So this is mandatory. The semicolon is mandatory in C and C++ language. You have to get into that, and you have to get that things into your brain, okay? So what do we do? I have to call a decimal number. We use f, and yes, we just call hey, how are you. So this is the float, okay? So if I run the program, we see here are the elements we just want to print. So these are getting printed line